Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire. The soggy fields of Perthshire, to be precise, because we've had a huge amount of rain in the last few days. And we've got more on the way. We've got a storm coming. I think it's called Anna, but I can't actually remember. And it's predicted to come later on this afternoon. So I reckon I've got 4, maybe 5 hours before the rain starts, and it's going to be quite biblical amounts of rain. But we had about 12 hours of rain yesterday, and this stubble field that I'm cutting across is pretty waterlogged already. But that's good for targets. Definitely the ground has been dry for a long time, so we've needed it. I'm heading out to a field. I've got multiple fields. The field that I'm walking through is one of them. I've got another field to my right hand side, but the fields that I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to detect are on the other side of a hill that I'm just about to climb over. And it's no ordinary hill, because originally it was a medieval fort. Now, I have detected in and around this area previously. Some of you might remember during the summertime I had a bit of set aside, and I found a beautiful Scottish hammered silver coin from the 1600s. Well, that came off a field on the other side of the hill. And better still, hopefully, they've harvested the potatoes. And if they have, it means that field and the fields around it have been deep ploughed for the first time in 4 years. So surely that is going to find or turn up some deep targets. Only one way to find out. Well, as ever, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please hit the button and help support the channel's growth. We've hit 60,000, very close to 61,000. So welcome to all the new viewers, and as ever, thank you for the support. Right, let's go and see if we can find any treasures. And we've made it, and great news, the potatoes have been harvested, as I suspected they might have been. So we've got this big field here, which is probably about 8 acres, maybe 10 acres. But there's a field next to it as well, which was also potatoes, which is a lot bigger, probably about 25 acres. As you can see, it's a little bit squelchy in places, but that's going to be good for the targets. Right. Let's get the Jethroid program fired up and see what we can find. It's taken me a wee while, but what, about 23 minutes to get the first digger. $50. I've had hammered coins down at 50 easily, 45 even, but probably a button. Oh, is there more than one target? Or maybe I've thrown that. I think I've thrown that on top of a target. So there you go, it looks like I've got 2 in 1. Oh, I can see something right there. Almost looks like a silver coin, but it ain't going to be at a 50. Is that it? What is it? That looks like a tomback. And it is. There's our first target. And I think shortly we'll have our second. So there you go. Straight off the mark with a button, which will date from George III period. Missing its loop off that side. You can see the little dome where the loop was attached. And that'll be about 1800, 1820. So first hole, and we're back 200 years. Not a bad start. Let's see what the other one sounds like. Well, let's just keep you on camera. Pop that in my pocket. Possible coin, I would say. Oh, can't get to my zip. There we go. Right, let's see. You'll fill that hole in. What are the chances that you get a target in 20 odd minutes and you get another one right next to it? So normally before you dump the soil, you're supposed to scan. Stuck to the spade. Well, it's not a coin, I don't think. It looks like aluminium. No, it's a potato. Or what's left of a potato. Well, that's weird. I was sure. Oh, it is. It's there. It's a coin. It is a coin. Well, that was worth waiting on, wasn't it? A coin and a button, practically in the same hole. That's a great start. That might also be Georgian. Looks pretty toasty, but it kind of looks like a Georgian coin. I'll do the dry out and get back to you. I thought it was going to be George the Third, but it's actually his granddad, George the Second, because George the Second's son died about 9 years before he did, and therefore it passed over to George the Second's grandson. You'll see the head fading through. Looking to the left, it's a halfpenny. It's going to be between 1727 and 1760. And on the reverse, I think I could just about make out Britannia. Yep, right about there. So Britannia seated. Phenomenal. Great start. Probably 2 pints of beer in the 1700s, but also the time of the Jacobites. And Bonnie Prince Charlie, the Battle of Culloden, 1746. Okay, that's been almost an hour and a half in the last field. It's pretty saturated. There's a lot of wet ground, a lot of standing water. Speaking of which, it's now raining. I've moved into the field next door. It's a little bit higher. I can't see any puddles, so hopefully it's a bit better draining. That field is full of targets, but unfortunately just the coin and the button in an hour and a half. Lots of bits of scrappy aluminium and copper. This field though has got 2 scheduled monuments in it. It's got a burial site which goes back to the Bronze Age 4,000 years ago, and it also has a little Iron Age collection of houses which are probably from around 2,000 to 2,500 years ago. So always make sure when you metal detect, do your research. You do not want to metal detect on a protected site and end up in a lot of trouble. You've been warned. I'm right by the edge of the new field and, well, it could well be aluminium. It might also be quite hard digging. Not too bad actually. Better than I expected. It's pretty compacted. I think that is aluminium. Happy to be proven wrong, but I think it is. Might even be big iron, you know. Let's take one more out of there, then we'll get the pinpointer in. Well, there is iron there, but now it's 2 signals. So this is the better one. Have we got a bottle top? Well, we've got something kinda round. Nope, that's a stone. That's it there. What is that? It's got a hole in it. A kind of square edge. Don't know what that is. Possibly tractor related, but we'll give it a clean up and get back to you. Well, it's a mystery object. It's kind of got these little grooves on one side and a flat edge. And then I don't know what it is. There's no thread on the inside. As you can see, the hole goes all the way through. The material, not actually sure what it's made of. It's not lead. Must be some sort of alloy, copper alloy or such like, but weird. Not sure. So if you know, comment below. Thankfully the rain is just going off. We've got ourselves a little 52 and it's either a little coin or a button. And it could be a little turner, you know. But doesn't look in great condition. Okay, we'll do the cleanup, see if we can get any detail. False alarm. it's a little button, not a coin, because when you turn it over, you can see the back, very smooth, very uniform, clean edge, and more importantly, little raised nipple in the middle, which is where the loop would have been. But it's probably 17 or 1800s. Pretty decent on this one. Rain's on again. 79 to 80. Oh, stone. Oh, we might have a coin. We have got a coin. Look at that. We got a little clod. This soil's just been turned for the harvest, so I doubt we're going to have an imprint, especially in the wet ground. Oop, get you in the shot. But it is a coin. It looks like a halfpenny. And it looks like a fairly reasonable halfpenny. George the 5th, I would reckon. Complete with bits of roots and all sorts. Yeah, we might get a date off this. Okay, you know what I'm going to do. There you go, folks. It was indeed George the 5th, ruled 1910 to 36, and we have a date on the reverse, which is 1913. So just on the eve of the outbreak of World War I, which happened in 1914. Europe consumed by the Great War. Right, coin number 2. I'm happy with that. Oh, we have another possible coin contender. 82, 83. Wee stone under there. Is it under the stone or above it? It's under it. Right. Not quite under it. Yeah, it's not a coin. It's a green thing. Oh, looks like it's got a bit of shape to it. Kind of maple leaf looking. Give it a wee rub-a-dub. Oh, and get back to you. It's definitely a thing. I'm going to say possible furniture. Furniture decoration. Copper or brass maybe even. But yeah, it's a thing. If you know, comment below. You know my motto, if in doubt, dig it out. Well, it might be junk, but it certainly didn't sound like that when I went over it the first time. 83. Ah, it's a tin can. Well, there you go. Just goes to show you. Another one worth a live dig. 74. Oof, that's soft. Sounds half decent to me. 74, 75. Don't think it's a coin. Oh, a hemweight. It's definitely lead. 2 holes. Oh, it's not. It's another bag seal. Or AR. Or a flax seal. So there you go. Probably another one from Russia or the Baltic. Probably from sometime in the late 19th century. It's one of these ones that's almost a little bit like a hammered coin on the reverse. But yeah, nice to find. Get lots and lots of these off the fields of Perthshire with all the old linen industries and the old jute industries. But still nice to find. Another one that really didn't sound great. Now it sounds like a maybe halfpenny. It's possibly because there's a lot of air in the ground. With the field just been harvested recently. Is it a buckle? No, it's not. It's a thing. It's a little, yeah, thing. Mystery. Well. Well, I'd say silver contender. 89 would be nice. Ugh, get off the spade. Still down there. One more. 88. 89. Still sounds good. Maybe not convinced on the silver now. Have we got a clod? No. Is it in there? It is in there. Nothing obvious. That was my watch. It's in there. Oh, there you go. It's not silver, but it looks green to me. It's going to be Georgian, is it? Bit of an imprint, not much. Yeah, I'd say Georgian copper. Well, I'll take that. Might struggle to get anything off it, but George II, George III, we'll find out soon. It took a lot of rubbing and a lot of effort, but we've got an ID. It is another George II halfpenny. So you'll see him fading through, looking to my left, and on the reverse I could see a Britannia. Maybe it's dried out too much now, but we'll have a look. Well, right about there I reckon is Britannia seated. And I had my suspicions it might have been George II because the coin is slightly chunky, slightly uneven, and not perfectly round. But it is another coin. So I'm over the moon with that. You can see Britannia a little bit clearer there actually. And 3 of the letters, NIA, Britannia. Wonderful. Another couple of pints of beer between 1727 and 1760. What do you reckon to this then? Just to give you the tone. It's a pretty decent sounding 80. I just kicked the little furrow when it was almost on the surface. Initially I thought, oh, it's a tractor piece, something for irrigation. But it's not hollow, and it's got this sort of plug on the end. But strangely, it's made of lead. Now what on earth could that be, made of lead? Furniture decoration? But it looks more like, actually looks more like that's a stopper for a bottle. A lead stopper for a bottle? What do you think? Well, if you know, comment below. Whatever it is, it's a curious wee find. Must have a bit of age to it. I think it's going to be 200 or 300 years old anyway. So if you know, comment below. Been a bit quiet for the last 20 minutes, heading to a different part of the field. 70. Now, every time I don't film digging one up, it tends to be something better. Every time I do film, it tends to be aluminium, or lead, or copper. And this time, it's a thing. Thought there was an outside chance that could be a bit of silver. It's definitely looks like it's got some decoration on it. Oh, you know what? Huh! It is silver, I think. I think that's hallmarks right there. Okay, let me clean this up and get back to you. It might be a false alarm, folks. What I thought could have been hallmarks, I think is part of the punch decoration. It looks like it continues just there and it's broken off there. But I don't know what it is. It does still actually look like it could be a little thin piece of silver. Possibly like a cane topper or such like. Very thin, relatively fragile. So let me know. And I'm really not sure what these shapes are that are on here either. A couple of little swirls in the cells pressed from the back. It's a mystery. So if you know, comment below. Whatever it is, it's not very old. It's probably late 19th or 20th century. It's a maybe coin. 84, 85, again, lovely, lovely soft soil. And we're out. What's that? It's not a coin, that's a stone. Yeah, drat. Just another piece of copper. Oh well. What could have been? Not so sure, but just in case. Let's film it. I think it's probably junk. Just in case. Well, sounds a bit better now, doesn't it? Just in case it was like a coin on its edge. Well, you see the difference in the tone there? Doesn't mean that it's something good, but there it is there. What is that? Was that a pair of scissors? Or an old key, actually? Well, no, not sure. Initially I was thinking, you know, it looks a little bit like one of those old medieval keys. But I wonder if it's actually a pair of scissors. It's got a lovely green patination to it, whatever it is. You can see it's got another piece there, so actually maybe it was a mirror image of that. Not sure. Really not sure. So, if you know, let's turn that off. If you know, comment below, but it's an interesting little piece. Oh, got myself tangled up. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's an interesting little piece, whatever it is. So if you know, comment below. Puzzling. That is the rain starting. I think I've got about 4 hours and 15 minutes of detecting, roughly, and I've decided to get back to the car. I'm cutting across the stubble field just to try and clean out the old boots. And we've got a digger. Sounds half decent, easy digging. Stubble isn't too hard going either. Maybe more there. Nope, a little bit deeper. Still in there. Pinpointing time. It's a tin can. Ugh. Oh well. And that, folks, is me. I'm hiding under a tree because that's the rain on really heavily now, so I gave up after 10-12 minutes of detecting in the stubble field, but job done. The shoes are clean. Right, before I get soaked, let's have a wee look at the best from today. And there we go, a wee handful of history. So we've got ourselves 1, 2, 3 coins, we've got the bag seal, we've got a couple of buttons, bit of furniture stuff, curious little item, purpose unknown, an interesting little lead thing, almost like a stopper, again, unusual, don't know what it is. What else? We got this maybe little piece of silver, maybe, but we ain't calling it silver because we're not sure. And then this curious little thing, which I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure one of you is going to have a suggestion. Initial thoughts were maybe a key, but I'm not convinced. But yeah, let me know. So there you go. No silver, or certainly no silver coins, a maybe thing, and 3 coins, lead seal. I'm pretty happy with that. That was a good wee day out. As you will see in the bottom of the finds pouch, I dug a lot of trash. I mean, that's just a tiny amount of it. Well, maybe a couple of those things are actually in there already. I think I recognise them. But anyway, plenty of bits of lead and copper and aluminium and tin, which will all be recycled when I get home. I have to say, this little relics bag, which I got from Luke at, where is it? There. Swing and Dig Detectorist on Instagram. I have to say, this bag is phenomenal. Absolutely great. And the improved belt is a big improvement too. That's why they call it an improvement. But yeah, great wee bag. Highly recommended. And the rain is very, very heavy now. I'm glad that I've made the decision to quit, because it would not be fun. But a really, really good day. I'm over the moon with that. 3 coins, a few interesting little relics, the lead seal, the little key, scissory type, who knows what, and a few pieces in besides. Dug loads of holes, and yeah, it was just great to be back out, and you know, a lot of holes, and that really gives you the enthusiasm. When you're in fields and they're quiet, like we were at Lothian Relics Rally, it kind of starts to kind of work on you, because when you go on an hour and then 2 hours and sometimes even 3 hours without a target, then it's a bit demotivating. So plenty of signals, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more good stuff to come off this field. As ever, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you would hit the button and help support the channel's growth. A wee thumbs up would help, and a hype. Still don't know what it does, but it would be hugely appreciated. So thank you all for watching, and from a very rainy Perthshire, we'll see you on the next dig. So take care, and thanks for watching. See you soon.